Very good morning, South Africa. Goeiemôre, Suid-Afrika. Molweni, Mzansi. Molweni, Matlabane. Again, I want to just say a very welcome to everybody and thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to speak to you, as always, every single Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock live on Facebook. We are getting so much support, so I also want to say that afterwards, we are now doing podcasts. We are now going to start making sure that these videos that are currently now requested by so many people across the world, that they also go on YouTube as we've done, and that we will spread it. And oh my goodness, just watch everybody joining. So good morning to everybody. There's too many now here just to greet. So I just want to say to Zyron, to Neil, to Mark, to Gary, to Andre, thank you very much for allowing me every single week in your home. Baie dankie dat julle my altyd die kans gee om 'n bietjie in julle huis te wees, in jou kantoor, in jou kar, maak nie saak waar jy is nie. Matlabana siyabulela apha unotice apha ikhaya. It is a great privilege always to speak to you. As always, on this day, I'm giving my opinion, I'm giving my pieces. I'm speaking also to people that are now sending me inbox questions, things that matter to them, and asking me to please address it on my platform. En dit is my altyd 'n groot eer om met julle te kan praat en om hierdie goed te bespreek. Yes, we are changing. We are going into a new dawn. And if you like what I say, but not always agree what I say, that's fine with us. Because the diamond in the rough absolutely needs to be grinded and polished to be okay. So let me know, and I can just see, and thank you very much. We are now on 25 people, 29 live, and welcome. After this, please share this message. Stuur hierdie boodskap uit vir 'n nuwe Suid-Afrika. A new South Africa that does not understand the concept of racism, that does not understand the concept of everything that smacks of corruption. Because as I've told you, there's no corruption in our country. There's theft. There's diefstal. And we should be speaking the truth. So again, I just also want to say, I'm coming from a place where I'm surrounded by coffee beans. And yes, it's truth. So this coffee is called Truth Coffee. And I can't believe that we can actually sit here with no fear of speaking the truth. So I want to get right to it. I'm going to address the points given to me and answer these questions. Don't stop interacting with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the other platforms that we have now created for a new, united, independent thinking South Africa. South Africa first is baie belangrik. SA1st, né? Dis baie belangrik. So firstly, a lady called Gamma, and if she's listening, Gamma, how are you? And you asked me two questions that are unbelievable, and I'm going to quickly address it. But critical questions, Gamma, and well done. I'm going to answer it. Number one, equality. What is equality? Equality, if you break it down, is equal. We come from a society where we cannot dispute the fact, ons kan nie hieroor stry nie, that there was no equality in dignity amongst us as South Africans. But 27 years later, after we received the opportunity to be a democratic, free country, we are still debating equality. All human beings were made equal. No matter your wealth, no matter your position of standing, and no matter where you stay. We're all human beings. We should all have the dignity of being equal. The day that one race decides that it is better than another, we cannot then claim to be equal. We are equal in front of our God. No matter what God you are, we are equal. If you are a Jew, the Torah says we're all made the same. Muslim, the Quran says we are the same. Christian, the Bible surely should say, and does, we're all the same. So equality can only start when we start treating each other equal. Jy kan nie 'n ander mens verneder nie. Jy kan nie 'n mens op sy ras, sy kultuur en sy taal behandel asof hy nie dieselfde as jy is. So it starts with us, Gamma. It starts with us as a person treating another. Great question again, Gamma. Will technology cause job losses? Will we be advanced and so determined to process modernization and actually through that lose jobs? I say no. The fact that we are creating a modern society and becoming more technologically advanced means that we've got to take our people and educate them in technology. In other words, upscale education so that there are more opportunities of people that when technology comes, that they are ready to embrace technology and not lose their jobs because they don't understand technology. Human beings mutate. Human beings evolve. En dit is 'n feit dat boerdery, landbou, anything that we are touching at the moment does become technologically advanced. They say that we should prepare for the 4th industrial revolution. We are in the middle of it. It's too late to prepare for it. We are already entering 5. So my answer to you, Gamma, is education, education, education. Then something that a guy called Tony Smith wrote in, and something dear to him, might sound trivial, but to us it's not. Tony asks that SunParks is currently trying to change legislation that people that are scuba divers, and there are many, may no longer have a permit to dive independently or a tourist independently. You may only dive on a new regulation that if you belong to a dive club or a dive association, you fall under that permit. Absolute hogwash. Again, I think that smacks of a legislation that is wrong. Because if I, which I have, decide that on a flat, watered Sunday, I would like to go scuba dive, it should be my absolute privilege and right. So I'm asking, is this legislation for protection, or is it just another format of taxation? We have to ask that. And Neil de Beer's opinion is, I don't think it is necessary. Again, it should be your right. What are we going to do next? That I'm not allowed to go cycle on my own. I have to belong to a cycle club. It makes no sense. It smacks just of bureaucracy. So Tony, that's my opinion. And I think you must engage with me if you want that voice. Ons kan mos nie alles reguleer. Anna-Marie, clicks. You asked me my opinion about clicks. It's actually not about clicks. Dis nie oor clicks nie. It's about clicks and checkers and ShopRite and Pick and Pay and Spar and any other business that constitutionally has the right to operate, that pays its taxes, that is in a business license and have the right to employ. It's about that. It's not about anything else. I vehemently detest and reject all forms of racism. Racism should become a public scourge. We allow racism, so I am definitely not known for condoning, supporting racism. I'm vehemently against it. But so the rights of people to work. So the rights of people to go to work. Die mense het die reg in hierdie land om te gaan werk. Jy moet gaan werk. So the EFF, no matter your stance on the EFF, you are wrong. You are wrong to demand closure of a business for a mistake made by an executive. So you are wanting to shut people's lives down for a week, but you're not willing to go drop food parcels to all of them. So your consequence is not matching your result. Jy moet idioties wees om mense se kos weg te vat omdat jy 'n politieke ideologie het. Mamela Matlabane, inditsela apa ukomso sebenza, apa ufuna sebenza, apa sebenza, apa imali, apa EFF, apa ayikho sebenza, apa ikwa food. It's wrong. We will fight that scourge. Not with guns, not with revolution. We will fight the EFF with an ideological system in parliament, with law, because law and order is what it's about. Ons kan nie wet en orde verloor in hierdie land nie. That's my opinion. I bought some toothpaste at Clicks yesterday. Not because to support Clicks, I needed toothpaste. Mark, what can I say? Entrepreneurship, small business, we are not doing enough. It is not the massive businesses in this country that will suffer. It's the entrepreneur. It's the guy on the street. So what would we need to do? We must increase the budgetary expense on supporting small and medium enterprise in this country. And when I am in leadership, or if I'm in leadership, a major proportion of our systematic trade budget of industry would go directly to the man on the street to become self-sustainable in entrepreneurship. Ons moet kyk na die klein besighede. As ons nie kyk na die klein besighede nie, kan hulle nie groot besighede raak nie. So Mark, I know what you do. Keep on with your business washing cars, because you employ more than 14 people. Don't stop. Don't give up. We must support you, even in that business. The economy. My mede-Suid-Afrikaners, my fellow citizens, yesterday we came to a statistic that in the first quarter of 2020, our business shrunk of the economy by 51%. Ons ekonomie het gekrimp 51%. This is not only shocking, this is atrociously sad. Because we as South Africa have everything going for it. And we are currently, before COVID, have started to shrink. COVID is not the reason why we got downgraded. COVID is not why our economy is shrinking. It's management and it's leadership that's not rectifying us. We need to change this economic system. And we need to change it now. Ons moet hierdie skip omdraai, my mede-Suid-Afrikaners, met alles wat ons het. En as dit nie gebeur nie, dan moet ons leierskap verander, want hierdie skip moet omdraai. Lastly, 2 points. SASSA grants. Anthony, I understand SASSA, but to me, SASSA grants are not there to take liberty. SASSA grants should be given to the elderly and to the disabled people that cannot contribute economically. SASSA is not a thing that's a handout. SASSA comes from us. Yes, we can debate SASSA as much as we want to, but we need to get back to work. Our country, does not need to depend on grants. We need to be depending on the economy. We need to create more jobs. Minder grants. But please, there's a rumor from a specific party that says that if they get voted out, grants will stop. I think no. I think maybe if we stop stealing the money, we could maybe pay more grants. So hou op steel, dan kry jy meer. Finally, in industry, a gentleman called Warren asked me, if we sit down in this country and we start debating medical cannabis, where are we? Currently, it is not illegal. There are legislations, there are restrictions, but currently you can get medicinal cannabis available in various stores. He asked me if we've got the best strains of that product in this country, the sun and the climate, Why are we not leading it in the world? Well, 2 reasons, Warren. 1, naivety. The non-understanding of the people that are supposed to grow it in legislation is currently stopping us. And number 2, blatant incompetence. We have an incompetency gesture on the people that are supposed to be growing the economy. So I am saying, no matter your debate about dacha and medicinal cannabis and hemp, this is an industry that needs regulation, but regulation to grow. Regulation to stimulate the economy, a regulation that must be competitive. So if you ask me, I'm supporting you. I am with you because it has all the benefits to create a global industry, but South African first. Our product first. And you are telling me we have a great product. So Warren, I'm going to take up that baton because it is the right thing to do. To conclude, my fellow South Africans, a point that I would like to stress: we must become independent in our economy. We must become independent in our thought. We must become independent on our policies. And we must become independent in our cultures. To do that, we need to unite. Without unity, we are not going to be able to stand together. Sonder eenheid kan ons nie hierdie ding verander nie. I'm creating a movement. This movement will stand for exactly that. An independence of thought and a unity obligation to the Republic. Again, I want to thank you for this short, brief opportunity. Ek wil vir julle baie dankie sê. Moenie ophou om te glo in jou land nie. Don't stop believing in our nation. There are many people standing up wanting independence of what we currently have. Let's lead this. Let's stand together. Let's create a united, independent movement. Let's join forces so that one day we can change this country to a better country. Suid-Afrikaners, kom ons staan saam. Matlabane, apa simunye, umzansi apa first. Enjoy your week. God bless you. Everybody be blessed in this holy and great country of ours. God seën julle. En ons praat weer volgende Woensdag. Have a great week.